You can't talk about breathing or breath without talking about the nervous system, the central nervous system, particularly the autonomic nervous system, which has always been thought of as automatic, as if it's automatic. It does what it does. You don't have any control. Well, the fact is, you do have control to an extent. And yogis have known this for centuries. But our science, Western science, is just getting around and go, yeah, you can control to an extent the nervous system. What I'm talking about specifically is you've all heard fight or flight. You know, you see a rattlesnake, you run, or you don't, or you freeze, or you attack. It's fight. Well, you don't attack the rattlesnake, but or rest to digest. After you eat, you lie down and rest to digest. Now, where do you want to spend most of your time? In fight or flight, which is stress. So many of us spend most of our time in stress, or in rest. You know, the answer is going to be rest. You don't want to be working at your computer in fight or flight. Stress. You know, it's like being yelled at by the boss or whatever, or in a confrontation of some sort. Stress creates stress. Well, the body responds to it, produces adrenaline, produces testosterone, produces hormones, cortisol, stress. And that's fine because that's what the body is supposed to do. But the body doesn't want to be doing that all day long because the body will wear out. It's like taking a car, putting the pedal to the floor, and driving 1,000 miles. The car's going to break down. So will the body. So we want to learn to spend time in our rest system. How do we do it? The key is the breath. The key is the breath. Slow down the breath, even the breath, and this heart rate slows down, blood pressure becomes normal or below, and you're in the rest system. So let's work on it right now. Let's just do an exercise. I've got my metronome with me today. I have set this so that we're breathing between 5 and 6 breaths per minute, which is, I call it the perfect breath. It's in the parasympathetic system. The heart stays on regular, slow beat. Blood pressure is down. Now, we've already worked on lower abdominal breathing and three-part breathing. Let's just use lower abdominal breathing because three-part is when we need to fill our chest with oxygen and lose a lot of carbon dioxide, you know, in an exercise mode or a sports routine. But when we're sitting, we need to sip the breath, not gulp the breath. It's sipping it. We don't need to take in much oxygen if we're using it properly. The body is oxygenated. It's not the oxygen we take in, it's the oxygen we use. And slowing the breath, breathing through the nose, which warms it, filters it, creates nitric oxide to open the pathways, using the nose and slowing the breath down oxygenates the body. Breathing fast throws out a lot of carbon dioxide but doesn't oxygenate the body. So let's set the metronome and just let's breathe together. Let's breathe together using the lower belly, the diaphragmatic breath. 4 beats in and 4 beats out. And I'll guide you, and then we just breathe. Here we go. In. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Relax. Let the stress out. Relax. Relax the body. Relax the mind. No thought. Or if you have a thought, let go. Negative thoughts create stress. They require a lot of energy. In, out, relax the neck, blood to the brain. In, out, just carry on with this circular breath. Now, if you did that with me, we are in parasympathetic nervous system now, in the rest system. We've lowered our heart rate, we've lowered our blood pressure. We've become more aware. I mean, I'm sitting outside, I can hear the chimes, I can hear the birds. What it does is it fosters an awareness of our environment, both inside and out. Yogis can control the beat of their heart. They can control the temperature of one finger and have it different in another. The control is amazing as you go deeper and deeper into this study. But for now, what we can control, and I always say to some extent, is stress. Sit down for 2 or 3 minutes, guide your own breath, 6 breaths per minute, 5.5 breaths per minute. Stress is reduced, finally eliminated, and you're in parasympathetic nervous system. Spend as much time there as you can because we got a lot of stress. I mean, it's just in our lives. So learn to control it. The key is the breath. It's the breath. Next time we'll start to work on a little bit of sympathetic system and then take it down into parasympathy. So what happens in a stress situation is you're able to relax through breathing even though the situation is stressful. So, HipSilver, we're going to go deep into this. Stay tuned.